Hi, this is Cheryl Janoski, Primal Health Coach, mom, and wife. And you're probably here today because you downloaded something of mine that might look like this. This is the Healthy Kids Guide. And yeah, so I'd like to talk to you today about that. So in the Healthy Kids Guide, I share with you that I'm using some essential oils to help with my family, in addition to the nutrition and movement and sleep, which are all super foundational. But I love being able to offer some other tools too. So let me show you what I've got here. Let me share my screen. And just to kind of be super real with you, I am expecting one of my kids to come home soon. And I'm also trying not to be a perfectionist about everything. So I'm going to just forge on. If I happen to make a mistake or whatever, I'm not going to be a perfectionist about it. We're just going to keep going and see if we can get this done today. So if my son shows up, he's super wonderful, but he also is a big distraction, and he's an awesome middle schooler. I don't know if anybody here is raising boys, but they can be really loud. Anyway, let's get started. So essential oils for healthy kids, which makes happy moms, right? And fewer absences from school. And also how I'm using this to create an income and supplement my health coaching income. Look at a hair on your face. Anyway, so here we go. What will you learn today? I will share with you exactly what brand I use and some specific blends, formulas, or recipes that we're using in my home, how you can get these for yourself if you'd like them, and also, if you're interested, how to create income in a novel and fun way. All right, so stick with me. You're in the right place if you are a parent who cares deeply for the health of your children, and you also value natural solutions. You want to reach for something wholesome and natural before you reach for a pill, right, or a red liquid of some kind. And you're naturally curious or an outside the box thinker. And also, maybe this might be you. You are intrigued by the ability to create an exit strategy from a corporate job or supplemental income or retirement income. And typically people who like this stuff, right? This essential oil remedies stuff, they value intelligent and creative solutions, right? So being able to dig in and come up with something new or different. So stay tuned till the end, because in addition to getting this hair out of my face, we will learn how to get products at 25% off. And you can also learn how to earn that 25% off plus monthly rewards points and an exclusive wellness support community called Fuel Your Fire. In addition, we can go a little bit further too and learn how to earn income and join our exclusive wellness community, Fuel Your Fire. Okay, so different ways to participate. But stay tuned to the end so you can learn how to get 25% off. So who am I, and how did I come to be in this business? And I'm Cheryl again. This is my husband and my two kids. They are 18 months apart, so it was super busy in my household for a while. And I became a health coach and wellness advocate. And I mentioned this in the PDF that you probably have too. But I had some of my own health issues with being overweight and just on that edge of being diabetic, and being able to pull back from that and learning a lot about what was actually really healthy for us and what isn't out there in the world today. But also when my children came along, they both had a little bit of some health issues that we learned were food sensitivities. But my younger guy there had persistent breathing problems. He had persistent respiratory distress. He had numerous cases of either bronchitis or pneumonia. We've been to the ER way too many times to want to try to count. So part of that process though brought me in front of different doctors, and the doctor we had the most success with was a naturopath who just opened my eyes to the world of natural solutions and homeopathic medicine, and the food is medicine too, and all sorts of different wonderful concepts. But because of these experiences, I learned to embrace natural wellness solutions. And because I knew what a huge impact it had in my own life and that of my family, I just wanted to share that with others. So that's kind of how I got to be where I'm at. And this is how I use essential oils at home. This is the brand I use. It's called doTERRA. I have experimented and played with oils for many years. And I went with this brand in particular because they are setting the market They are pure. They are established. They are ethical. They are philanthropic. They are just amazing. They have a lot of resources and recipes and a super, like bold emphasis on education and learning how to help ourselves. And I just can't say enough good things about them. And it's just top-notch, high-quality products. And they have created this super pure and effective line of oils and ancillary products, but they are called certified pure therapeutic grade. Nobody else out there performs at this level and offers a product as pure as this. And after learning about this and experimenting with it, and then I would have other brands in the home and just smell them or look at their uses, the smell was not the same. The doTERRA products were actually bolder and brighter and just more intense, And then the other products would have like some fillers or some synthetic ingredients in them. And they wouldn't be, so many of the doTERRA products are rated safe for internal use. And they're very clear about this in all of the paperwork you get around the bottles. There's always a way to tell. And like say, for example, peppermint. Peppermint is rated to take internally. And this other brand I was looking at it, and you would think that it would be that way, because it's a common flavoring in foods, right? Like, who doesn't want a peppermint brownie or a peppermint chocolate shake? And they weren't rated for safe for consumption, which I thought was totally weird. So anyway, long story short, I just think it's the best quality product on the market. And if it's going to be something that I'm going to rub on my child or ingest, then I want it to be safe and pure. Okay. So the different ways we use them in our home typically fall in these categories: breathing, immune, digestive, and cleaning. However, as a health coach, I also talk about, hormone balancing and women's health and weight loss, right? There's a whole, like panoply of products that fit inside that basket as well. But specifically relating back to the Healthy Kids Guide, this is specifically what relates to that. So our essential uses for them involve breathing because breathing is important, right? Who here doesn't need to breathe? So one of my sons has had to use an inhaler for a long time. And even at that, it has been a struggle. And maybe it's the environment that we live in, but something here has been an issue for him. And he wasn't sleeping well, and he would have bad dreams. He would have interrupted sleep and some really, bad experiences. So we started experimenting with Breathe. So Breathe has peppermint as one of the big ingredients. It smells delicious, and it has all sorts of other good things in there. And we started with the diffuser and the topical, the rollerball. Excuse me. So in the diffuser, put a few drops in at night. It's near his bed. Right? And you can just smell it down the hallway. It smells fresh and clean and pepperminty, right? Of course. And then on the rollerball, he's 11 now, and he can take that rollerball and rub it across the top of his chest and even reach behind him and get a little bit on his back too. And we can also apply them to their feet or what have you. What's nice about the rollerballs is that they don't drip, and it's not likely that he's going to get that in his eyes. Like with younger kids, you wouldn't want them to apply it themselves, like some of the more potent oils on their fingers, and then maybe touch their eyes or their face. That would probably sting. So these roller balls are really nice for children, and especially if you want them, if they're at an age where you want them to be a little more independent and do some of the stuff themselves. So anyway, this is what we use. But we have also created this inhaler jar, and it's a great little recipe. So I would use one of these glass containers with a screw top. Like you would get those, what are they, like ginger, like minced ginger or little things of garlic, but it's a glass with a metal top. Wash it out, put it in the dishwasher or whatever. And then put in a cotton puff and put a few drops each of oregano, lemon, and Breathe. And it is, even for someone who doesn't have that respiratory issue, it feels opening. It feels like, enlivening or invigorating in here. And it's just, it's kind of a substitute for an inhaler jar. So I was talking with someone who has experience with these issues inside of doTERRA. And she was telling me that she's had someone who was, as an adult, a serious asthmatic, use this kind of protocol for maybe about a year. And that person was able to reduce or get off of their inhaler, but with simply these natural means, and had better results with this going forward. just with these natural means. And I think that is so awesome. And so with my son, as we were experimenting with this, said, so kiddo, how are you doing? Or, how do you like that? How do you like that diffuser? Does it smell good? And he's like, Mom, I'm sleeping. I think I'm sleeping better. And I'm not having those weird bad dreams anymore. And as a health coach who knows the value of sleep, what I think is happening here is that his airway is relaxing and opening some. And so he's getting a deeper sleep. He's getting more restorative sleep. He's not waking up as much because his body becomes stressed because he's not breathing properly. And that's letting him feel better. And it's letting him have natural dreams, right? Not that weird, interrupted, unhappy dream state. So I just can't say enough about this product. And it's very reasonably priced. This is not an expensive product either, by the way. So I just there's a note here. Whenever someone has a deep issue like this, like a respiratory issue, it's always good to address the immune system and digestive systems as well, because they all work together. And as you may know, that the immune system is pretty much produced in your gut, so all of these things need to be in good working order to produce a fully healthy, optimized human being. Who doesn't want that? So, immune system, right? Immune boosting. So this is what we use to boost our kids' immune systems. It helps to prevent some of the sickies that come around, but also when they do come down with something, it helps them to recover faster. It's a really, really cool product. In the end, if you want to use the diffuser, it's only a few drops, and it's very warm smells, right? It just smells good. It's like warm, like cinnamon and clove and orange. You think kind of smells like a Thanksgiving holiday a little bit. You can apply it to your feet, your spine. You can use the touch roller for that. And it's just a brilliant product. You can take it internally if you like, but for younger kids, they don't like stronger smells and flavors sometimes. There are little beadlets, and there are soft gels too. So there are ways to get this inside in these veggie gel caps, even these super tiny beadlets that you can bypass tasting it. But I happen to think it's just fine, and I put it in a detox tea myself whenever the sickies are going around. So anyway, you can also create a cleaner with this, which is nice because you're cleaning the surface and then leaving behind a little bit of that On Guard behind it or in the air that helps to catch a few extra germs, right? So this is the recipe for that if you're interested. And I would highly recommend using a glass container because these things are so intense. These oils are so intense that they will eventually kind of degrade a little bit of let's say the valves or like some of the plasticky pieces around the neck. And I've had some leaky bottles before because of that. All right, digestive system. So digestion, truly health begins in the gut. And with any of these issues, or even with a lot of weight loss clients or people who are diabetic, your gut just gets sideways. And so maybe a good idea is to also add in some digestive remedies. So Digest Zen is the what they call the tummy tamer in the doTERRA world. And it's a peppermint base. It's got that good smell with some other warm pieces added to that. And again, soft gels, there's a roller, and there are drops you can add to your tea or your water, and they are brilliant. My mother has been a long time antacid user, and when she traveled up here, spent some time with us, she was able to replace this item with Digest Zen instead. And we did with some other coaching too on how to improve your gut health again. And in addition, of course, right here to the other side, we have the probiotics and the Terrazyme support. If any kind of digestive issue at all, you want to start here, right? Clean out the nutritional piece. And a lot of that, I talked about inside of that PDF document about, focusing on whole foods and vegetables and pulling out a lot of the packaged and processed stuff. But we need to add that support with the probiotics and the digestive enzymes. The digestive enzymes help to break down food and make that more comfortable for us, especially if we're having in a time of weak stomach acid. Digestive enzymes are super helpful. And then the probiotics, these are really cool. It's kind of a new technology. It's a double layer system where you have an exterior little gel capsule and then an interior one. What happens is it helps to get it through like all of that stomach acid, right? And deliver it to the part of your digestive system that needs it before the exterior fully opens to allow all those seeds of good bacteria to come out. It's a pretty brilliant system. Oh my gosh. Okay. I forgot I had this in here, but So this little recipe here is good for your digestion, but it's amazing. It tastes so good. I tell everybody to try this. It's a mint chocolate chip shake, and you can add in peppermint with it, right? So for good digestive and good gut health, I use a cup or so of coconut or almond milk, something like that. I don't do milk. I don't use dairy milk. 2 scoops of your chocolate protein powder, 3 tablespoons of coconut shreds. I'll come back to that in a second. And then 2 drops of peppermint. And then a large dollop of a healthy fat. As a health coach, I recognize that we are not, and most of us are not getting enough good healthy fats. So we're talking about high fat yogurt, like a high fat Greek yogurt, soaked chia seeds or flax seeds, avocado slices, or full fat coconut milk, the real stuff from the can, or that kind of thing. And the coconut shreds. So the coconut shreds are a little bit of fiber, but they are a wonderful texture. So when you take all this stuff and you mix it together, especially in one of those, I have what are they called? Like a magic bullet or a NutriBullet thing. It does a great job of mixing this all together. Tastes like mint chocolate chip ice cream. And those little coconut shreds provide that little tiny crunch that you would get if you were eating mint chocolate chip ice cream. And it's amazing. It's totally amazing, and it's good for you. I would love for you to try it and send me a note. I want to know if you've tried this. Okay. For cleaning, there are a lot of different things you can do for cleaning. So here are just a few of them. All right. So here are some basic recipes, and you can always, throw in your own twist on this stuff. All right. But I would just write this down or grab a screenshot. Sanitizing counter spray. Most of these start with a water base, right? Water base with alcohol, and then 20 to 30 drops of your oils, depending on which ones you're using and what have you. But citrus is brilliant. Lemon is great. And lemon is one of the most inexpensive ones too. It's wonderful. Purify, very affordable. Again, using glass containers. And then glass cleaner, we're using vinegar. So 1.5 cups of white vinegar. I just get those really big ones from Costco. A half a cup of water, and then 8 drops of citrus oil, right? Smells so good. And then laundry. I use whatever Clean and Clear, like really super, super clean, super gentle, sensitive skin kind of stuff that I can find. And if you just add a drop or 2 of Purify, it adds a little bit more cleansing to the laundry, but it adds a nice little fresh scent too. So it kind of does both for you. So what exactly are essential oils and how do they work? So we've been using this term essential this whole time, right? Essential oils. And if you are from like the wellness background, you might be thinking essential means like essential vitamins and minerals, things that we can't manufacture in our body so that we have to consume them, like certain vitamins. But that's not what we mean here. What we mean is that that we are using concentrated plant essences. So we are taking those parts of the plants, like immune system, which can be found in the leaves and stems and all different parts of the plant, and either through like a cold pressing or a steam distillation, we're able to remove that and concentrate that. And what we have found is that there are hundreds or even thousands of different active compounds inside of these plant essences. So let me just pause here for a second and say that, most of us believe that humans consume plants and that there's a benefit from that. Like maybe it's, vitamin C, or maybe it's, iron from spinach. That we understand that there's some kind of benefit to humans by consuming plants. So wouldn't it also then make sense that if we distilled this, like these super powerful concentrated plant essences from the plant's own immune system that's used to fight off, some of these plants live in swampy and germy and bacteria-ridden environments, and this is how they survive. They have these things, right? So if this is all beneficial to them, and in a sense, plants are beneficial to us when we consume them, wouldn't this make sense, right? That consuming these essences from their immune system would then potentially benefit our immune system and our health, right? That was kind of a big aha moment to me when I first was really kind of getting into this, and it was really compelling for me, that thought. Anyway, they're called volatile aromatic compounds because they move so quickly from that liquid state into the gas, right? So that when you open one of these bottles, you can smell it from pretty far away and at a pretty potent level. So they are so tiny. They're just molecularly super, super small. And typically, they're different structures, but typically they fall into 2 structures. And one is called a monoterpene backbone, and one has a sesquiterpene backbone, and there's just carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, right? And it's all different arrangements of that. But one of them is so super tiny that they easily get inside of human cells. So then at a cellular level, they're affecting change. They are bringing in components that encourage more energy, or, or whatever, right? And then the other pieces from the outside of the cell, they're the pieces that are just a little too large to go work from inside the cell. They work outside the cell. But guess what's outside the cell? It's like our receptors. Our receptors are outside the cell. And so they're being able to work in these two different ways. So you get some of these blends. Let's say Slim and Sassy is a wellness weight loss blend. And inside of that, you've got these different oils blended for maximum efficacy. And they're working on the inside and the outside of the cell to help improve energy, but also help reduce cravings. Cravings has to do with the receptors on the outside. Energy has to do with inside of the cell and ATP. So all of these things work together to create a wonderful, like really intelligent product because they're working at that cellular level. I hope that makes sense. So what next? So you're interested. This is a good product, and you might want to know a little bit more. How can you get them, and how can you get that discount, right? So there are 3 ways to participate. The first way is to become a wholesale member. And at that level, you get your products at 25% off, and sometimes more, depending on different specials that are running that you will become privy to. You will be sent specials like a buy one, get one, or something like that. You will also be tuned into continuing education and recipe resources. It's really good stuff. The doTERRA website is really rich with resources and education and opportunities to dig in and learn more, or even attend a live webinar, or even in your area. Sometimes there might even be a live conference. So you just have to kind of get in there and look around. There's a lot to learn. Excuse me. So how to become a member is you go here. This is my doTERRA website. It's my.doterra.com/Cheryl Janoski. I'm an S, Cheryl. And then you simply click this little area right here that says become a member. And when you get to that page, you select wholesale member, or wholesale customer, excuse me. And then you choose your kit and your specific products. So if you chose a particular kit and it didn't have, I don't know, On Guard in it, then you could also choose your kit and then just go add an On Guard if that was something of interest to you. But what I recommend to people before they go and do that, because there's so many options and the website has got so many things for you to look at, before you do that, just ask yourself, what do we need help with? What am I curious about? Do I want to do more green cleaning in my home? Okay, so then maybe you write down Purify and lemon or grapefruit. Or do I need to look at the wellness and weight loss? Do I write down Slim and Sassy? Do I need to look at how I can boost my children's attention span? Find a focus blend, or whatever. Just kind of think about the structure of your home, how you would use them yourself, and think about what those needs might be. Write those down first, and then go and look, and then you can line up your needs with what's available, and or customize something. And if you have any questions, please just, reach out to me. I would be happy to walk you through that and help you pick out something that is best for you. So the second way to participate is to become a Loyalty Rewards Program member. That's the LRP, Loyalty Rewards Program. So again, you buy your products at a discount, at least 25% off, plus you get free product points and free shipping points. On my last order, I got 2 free products, and I also redeemed 52 points, or $52 worth, against the purchase price of my last stuff there, and accumulated shipping points. So it's a really generous rewards program. You can collect your products over time and grow your collection. Let's say in your list of needs and desires, you found that you really wanted to touch on a bunch of different topics. You don't have to do them all right away. Pick your first few, pick the kit that works with that, start there, and then the system will allow you to create a future order, and then you can put that in there for the next month or the next month after, or what have you. And you can just grow your collection over time. And then as you're doing so, you're learning how to use them, and then you won't be over inundated with 25 different things to learn at the same time. And again, it's the same stuff about continuing education and resources. But at this level, you were invited to join us in an exclusive Facebook community called Fuel Your Fire. And this is where we are teaching people actively. I'm in there every week, at least once a week. Yeah, I'm in there at least 2 to 3 times a week right now. And, we all, there are a handful of us that are sharing the privilege of leading this group. And I'm there every week, and I talk about, right now I'm doing a mindset series, and I'm also doing a wellness talk on a weekly basis. And then, my business partner, she's doing business coaching and business resources. And another partner is doing continuing personalized oils education. We ask her about, hey, what about oils in children? Can you give us more tips there? And she gives us more information. So it's a really vibrant, really cool community of people supporting each other. But I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So if you're interested in this variation of the program, the Loyalty Rewards Program, start at the same spot. And then you put in, you choose to be a wholesale customer, choose your kit and or your products. And then it asks you if you want to join the loyalty program, and you choose yes. And at that point, what it does simply is it duplicates your cart again, in a sense, for next month. And then it just allows you to edit. And it's just the way the system works. And then you go in and edit, and you set it up for your next month's order. What's so beautiful about this is that it reminds you that you have a loyalty reward that is going to be processed. Because when you put in your information, make sure you put in your cell phone number, because the system will email you and text you that says, you have, Cheryl, you have a loyalty rewards program order that is going to be processed in 3 days. So that lets you know, okay, go edit it, make sure I've got the stuff in there. And 9 times out of 10, I edit it again, because sometime in that month, another thing has presented itself that I want to pick up for my collection. And sometimes it's a gift for another person, like a teacher gift or a friend gift. And so I always end up editing that order, and then it processes, and then it's on its way. And I accumulate all these points by using that system. So it's a really cool system. If you have any trouble with that, contact me. I'll help you figure it out. So the last group of people, if you're still hanging with me, you might be curious about becoming a wellness advocate, about working with me and with my team of other awesome ladies. At this point, similar thing, similar pieces here. You're getting your products at a discount, plus earning free products and shipping points, plus special feature discounts. And you're earning commissions on what you order and what anybody who signs up after you orders, and you're able to create an income. So this is for you if you are into these natural wellness solutions and you want to share this with other people. And maybe you have a money need or a money desire, like to supplement income or replace. People get into this business and they retire themselves from their corporate jobs, and this is what they do. People get into this business and they retire their husbands from their corporate jobs, and then as a family unit, that is what they do. Creating retirement income is really awesome, because you get to a point in this business where, what you are doing on a daily basis doesn't reflect the generous income that is coming your way at that point. And then you can take time off and your income still flows, even though you're not directly doing it anymore. But of course, that takes a little time and a little strategy building there. Or maybe you just have some family goals. Like, you've got kids. I've got kids that need to go to college one day. They're not going to be living in my basement. Well, I don't have a basement, but anyway, you get the point. And also this group of people, absolutely, they're part of our Fuel Your Fire community. And we get to know you and find out how you want to live your life and what you want from this as your vehicle. And you get to make it what you'd like it. And we all support each other. This is a sisterhood. And we are creating this culture, right? This is not a you against me kind of thing. This is me and you together thing. And we help each other. We have so many resources in there for you. So let me tell you a little bit more about that. This is how you would sign up. Similar process, okay? So but you would choose this time Wellness Advocate from the Become a Member page. Choose Wellness Advocate, choose your kit and your products, and it's going to automatically create that LRP thing, and then contact me and join Fuel Your Fire. And from here, it's we will work with you, right? We will work with you to figure out how to build your own business. So Fuel Your Fire let me kind of walk through this with you. This is that community that I've mentioned a few times now. And it is built on the idea that behind every successful woman is a team of successful women who have her back. And also the fact that women are 86% more likely to succeed when surrounded by a supportive community. And honestly, the more you engage with that community and the more you ask questions and reach out to us, the more we will help you. You know, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So it is designed to be a supportive community. And on a weekly basis, we have training on how to use the oils, how wellness coaching, that's me, business coaching, it's my business partner, Melissa Ricker, and mindset for success. And we share a lot of these responsibilities. We also just added some really advanced resources for business development, online strategies. For those of you who want to do kind of what I did here, you guys are part of what's a sales funnel, right? You came in from Pinterest or you came in from Facebook and you end up watching this video and you're going to get some follow-up emails, right? That's called a sales funnel. And there's a little bit of tech involved. And we teach people how to do that. You know, that's optional. Not everybody wants to go that direction and it's more advanced. So that part is optional. But you also get the value added benefit for your business, for your customers. So as let's say a handful of your neighbors want to do this with you and do the LRP program, everybody comes into that group then with us. And we are teaching them too some of these principles of health and wellness and oils and business and mindset and all of this stuff. Okay, so we have a very active leadership structure. So, and just to kind of give you an idea about what we have done recently in this past month behind us, we had at least 4 beneficial trainings on oils, and other resources too were shared, like a chart on how to substitute oils, right? Let's say you have a recipe and it calls for vetiver. What do you do next? Oh, I don't have any vetiver. What do I do now? Right? We have had I think 5 business training videos. We have introduced some brand new resources and brought that into the group. I did the wellness feature this past month. We had 3 huge nutritional shifts that I walked everybody through, plus fabulous fitness, reasonable fitness guidelines, plus this mindset series. It's called Unfuck Yourself. But it's about getting out of your head and into your life. And the author is Gary John Bishop, that we are taking his book and his ideas and we were breaking these down into these principles. And we are adding some yoga moves to it. And by doing that, we're kind of creating that mind-body connection. You get a little workout and you're able, and it helps you to kind of bring these lessons inside a little bit more. So given all of the people that are involved here and all of you're getting stuff from professionals, from certified people that, I guess if these were all individual trainings that we were providing, it would probably be like $1,000 worth of material at least, plus you're getting that priceless community of these women, this sisterhood, this group that propels each other on, really. So I'm just hoping that you see some value there. That's pretty cool. But our team builders also get all of this. I mean, all of these are high-end trainings that Melissa and I have already produced, and they're recorded and available for you to consume now. So if you needed to dig deep on how do I want to design my business, Dare to Dream Business Bootcamp, and that's working with numbers and it's helping you set goals. MLM on Fire, how to get you moving in the right direction on branding and messaging, Awaken Your Success, or Webinars That Convert. If you want to do something like this, Webinars That Convert might be something you'd want to watch, right? Or the mindset of a high earner, what are those things that the successful people have in common that we can emulate to help ourselves get there easier, right? And also Master Your Metabolism. This is a deep dive into how, unlearning all of the pieces that most of us are doing every day that are hurting us nutritionally. Now we can add in beneficial, great things to that, plus the mindset to keep you rolling through and making progress, and sensible fitness guidelines and a little talk on macros too. So all of this stuff is all bundled together and available for your consumption. And that, by the way, that $1,381 total value, that's a real number. These things are produced and selling on the market today, and that is their price tag. So I know sometimes you get a bunch of pie in the sky, things out there here's the $65,000 offer and you're going to get it for 38 cents. It's not what's happening here. So anyway, that total value is that $2,381, plus priceless community of awesome ladies are going to be your new best friends. And what do you have to pay, right? What's your investment? It's your enrollment kit, whichever one you choose, and there's a variety of them there, your LRP order commitment that you're going to do on a monthly basis, and then sampling materials if you're going to have any in-person business. And I will tell you right now, I do a hybrid business because you know what? I've got a good group of friends. I'm an extrovert, and I like to have a reason to have people over, and I like it. I just do. So I do a hybrid. So I don't feel spammy. I don't Rolodex. I don't roll through my email list and send invitations to everybody I know. I just use my warm market that feels good and comfortable for me. And it is not icky or salesy or pushy or weird. My approach is very high value. I'm an educator. I'm a resource. I'm a caring friend. And these are the things that are available to you. And these are your choices. And it's low pressure. Okay. I offer good customer service, but none of that icky, salesy, pressury stuff. All right. And that works for me. And that's how I train my people too. And then, so I do buy sampling materials. So there are some brochures involved, but gosh, there's so many you can just download too, or use on your computer. So that's what I do. And then I do this online stuff, right? Because hello, I'm talking to you on a webinar. So, but you also get these bonuses. So your first bonus is we want to get to know you. We want to help you and help you reach your goals. So the bonus number one is personalized orientation, because there's a lot to learn. Nobody comes into this business already knowing everything. And let me tell you, on helping to assemble and organize and pull together these materials, there's a lot to learn, but it's all good stuff. And we can help you to break it down into chunks and do this in a reasonable way. So we'll do a business overview with you and goal setting and an action plan so that you can know where to get started, know what to focus on now, so you won't feel the overwhelm and just feel excitement. Okay. That's our goal there, to clear things up for you and let you just feel excitement. Bonus number two is a surprise, because I can't predict it, but every month there are different specials that doTERRA offers with their new enrollees. And it's always a good deal, whatever it is, but it is a surprise because they don't tell us ahead of time. So I can't tell you what it's going to be by the time you watch this, but it's there for you. So my closing thought for you is those who commit and take consistent action for 10 years have a 90% chance of becoming a self-made millionaire in network marketing. And there are very few, I think, career business opportunities that you can do on your own that have those odds at all, right? There are plenty of teachers that are teachers. There are a lot of reputable careers out there, like teachers or lots of other things out there. No matter how hard you work, you're not going to get to that level. And in this business, merely just staying in it and staying active in it brings you to the top because of that persistence, right? And because you're committed. It's just a commitment that you have to make. But what if you could short circuit that process and make significant income sooner than later? See that? This first statistic here was based on the traditional model of home parties, okay? It is not based in the internet age. Now that we have outreaches like this, guess what? When you were watching this, I might be asleep. It's just the truth, right? So we are running our businesses differently now. And we are also, if you look at our group, that's a very unique idea. It's a unique composition in that group. And we are sharing responsibilities inside that group. So we are cutting up those responsibilities there to bring more value, right? But we are not, nobody's over obligated with this stuff. And as you come in and you have your own skills and talents and you want to share, you can play in and help lead the group too. So anyway, food for thought there. All right. So are you ready? Are you feeling it? Do you have that tug inside? Does it sound interesting to you? Do you want to work with me? Do you want to kind of get to know these ladies? So my word here for you, or my words of advice are: fortune favors the brave. Be fierce. This is how you enroll. You just type this into your browser, write it down or take a screenshot. This is my email address. And you'll probably get a reminder about this in one of those follow-up emails I mentioned. But fortune favors the brave. And when you feel that tug and you give yourself permission to explore this, it is empowering and it is emboldening, and ride that momentum, right? So there's a diminishing returns on waiting and waiting and waiting, because then we talk ourselves out of it, okay? Because we get afraid or whatever. But you commit, you order that enrollment kit, and now you know you're going to act. That's just how people work. But anyway, let me know what you think. You can always reach out to me. But telling you, you hung on this long. Be brave. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate so much you being here with me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you learned something. I would love to hear from you. Just let me know how this presentation went for you. And I am so super excited. Knock on wood. I think I've gotten this done before my kiddo gets home. Score. Bye. Thank you.